Whatever sent those people, it was smaller than a web page.
Here is the short answer. When an AI assistant cites you, it almost never cites your whole page. It lifts one sentence, sometimes one clause, and binds the citation to that span. So the unit of citation is not page-level fame, it is one quotable sentence.
Today I will show you, from the engine's own documentation, exactly how small that fragment is. I will show you a real sentence on a real page that fits inside the strictest limit. And I will show you what the free visibility tools report instead, which is the page, never the sentence.
Here is why that matters in practice. You optimize a page, the whole page, headings, keywords, length, links, images. Then the engine reads it, takes 11 words out of the middle, and shows those 11 words to your customer. If your name is not inside those 11 words, nobody was recommended. Your page was cited, you were not.
Let me go engine by engine because this is in their own documentation, not in somebody's blog post. ChatGPT, when it cites a source, records a start index and an end index, literally where in its answer your citation begins and where it ends. That is a span, not a page. Claude is stricter still. Citations are chunked by sentence, and the quoted text caps at around 150 characters. And Perplexity, in its own published write-up on how its search infrastructure works, says ranking happens at the document and the subdocument level. Subdocument means it ranks the individual passages inside your page against the question. The best passage wins, and the rest of your page is not invited.
So here is the pattern we write to at Webapps whenever we rewrite a client's key page. One self-contained answer sentence for each question the page addresses. Self-contained means it does not lean on the sentence before it, and it names the thing instead of saying it or this. And the most important version fits inside a single short sentence, under roughly 150 characters, so that even the strictest extractor takes the whole point instead of half of it.
Let me show you one that actually works on a live page, ours, so nobody else gets graded. This is an article on typelessform.com called "What is Voice Form Filling?" Look at the first line of the body. Quote, "Voice form filling is a system that converts a single spoken sentence into structured data to automatically populate multiple form fields at once." End quote. That is 146 characters. It answers its own heading completely. It names the thing it is about. Lift it out of the page, paste it into a conversation, and it still makes full sense. Two more things about that sentence. First, it does not only live in the body. The same wording is repeated inside the page's structured data as the answer to the question, what is voice form filling? Visible to a reader and machine readable in the same breath. Second, the honest limit on our own page. That sentence names the category, not the brand. If Claude lifts it, the reader learns what voice form filling is and never learns whose page it came from. That is the fix cued on our own article, and it is exactly the note we would write on a client's. So what do the free AI visibility tools tell you about your sentences? I checked 3 of them today. SEMrush is generous with access, 3 runs a day without registering, and the report is well built. A visibility score, mentions, citations, platform coverage, competitor comparison, and top cited pages. Read that last one again. Top cited pages. Their unit is the page. The engine's unit is the sentence. Everything downstream of that mismatch is a page you cannot really fix because you still do not know which line inside it did the work.
Ahrefs is the same shape and, to their credit, the cheapest to try. No sign up, no credit card in their own words. It reports total mentions, mentions by platform, top topics, top cited domains, and top cited pages. Page again.
HubSpot's grader asks for a few fields, no account, and gives you a composite score across 5 dimensions: sentiment, presence quality,
brand recognition, share of voice, and market competition. 5 dimensions, no sentence. None of these tools is bad at what it does. They answer which page. The engine answered which sentence. This is the one thing our own free check does differently, and it is the reason we built it. It shows you the answer text, not a score standing in for the answer, the words the engine actually wrote, with its sources, so you can read the sentence that got quoted and see whose name is inside it. And I will be straight about the trade. The first verbatim answer is open, and the rest open when you enter an email. I would rather say that out loud than let you discover it. One more move, and this one has the strongest official backing of anything in this episode. Perplexity, describing its own search infrastructure, says it splits content into, quote, self-contained spans, each of which can be individually retrieved and ranked at query time. Read that again, self-contained. The engine is telling you in its own words that the thing it retrieves has to stand on its own once it is lifted out. And notice what it does not say. It says nothing about length. So the discipline is self-containment, not word count. On top of that, we put the proof inside the same sentence, a number, a named source, on every client page as a matter of craft. I want to be honest about the status of that one. It is good sourcing and a plausible help. It is not a measured lift, and anyone quoting you a percentage for it is quoting a simulator, not a live engine. So here is the citable-fragment checklist we run on every client page at WebAppski. 1 self-contained answer for each question. The key fact and your name inside a single sentence under about 150 characters. No it and no this pointing back at the line before. A number or a named source inside the same sentence wherever you can honestly put one. Then read it aloud, out of context, and see whether it still stands up. Write every important paragraph as if someone will copy exactly one sentence out of it, because that is precisely what the engine does. If you want your key pages rewritten that way, the first audit is free, and the link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. Next time we go engine by engine, starting with what ChatGPT actually looks at when it picks a source. Thanks for watching.